Florida residents, did y'all know y'all have 100 new laws going into effect July 1st? We have HB 351. Anyone driving at least 50 miles over the speed limit, you will serve 30 days in jail with a $500 fine. Next, we have SB 994. Now teens 15 to 17 have an extra driver's license course that they need to take before they get their learner's permit. Also, teens that are 18, they have an extra course too. Next up, we have SB 1374. Now, educators accused of a crime have to be removed from the classroom within 24 hours of the administrators finding out about the misbehavior. Up next, we have SB 593. It's called the Pam Rock Act. This act is going to hold dog owners more accountable for their dangerous dog. If your dog is investigated and deemed a dangerous animal, number one, you have to get $100,000 liability insurance on your dog, and your dog needs to be chipped. I guess this is good because animals do hurt people. This video is getting long, Florida, so I'll come back with a part 2.
Now, to all Floridians, you need to be aware of these Florida laws that are going into effect on July 1st. 1, for all y'all who like to curse out the police and the first responders, not anymore. You have to keep a 25 feet buffer around the first responders. And if you don't, you'll go to jail for about 60 days or you'll get a $500 fine. And the charge is harassment. So we know how these Floridians got anger problems down here and like to go off. Not anymore, you will get charged. Some of these police is nasty, so they'll just do it if you say anything slick out your mouth. So be careful. Another bill I thought that was crazy is now they making changes in this law that allows the death penalty to be carried out using any method not deemed unconstitutional, such as firing squads and lethal gas. So we already know what they're trying to do, just get them out the way, because there's literally a lot of people on death row right now in Florida. Now, this one I thought that was nice is now the school social workers do not have to meet certain knowledge requirements to receive their educator certification. So that's good. So now they finna have 19 on social workers in school now. For you speedy drivers, they passed a bill that says now, dangerous excessive speeding. If you go over at least 50 miles per hour over the speed limit or speed at least over 100 miles per hour or more in a way that threatens the people or property around them, under this law, first-time violators can receive up to 30 days in jail and a fine up to $500. If you keep on doing it, you'll yield up to 90 days in jail and a fine up to $1,000. So again, these laws will go into effect July 1st, so be careful and watch out, all right? And share.
I was watching the news today, and the news people said that Iran said they want to attack Florida. What? Attack Florida? First thing I did was I ran downstairs to tell my wife and kids that we finna go. Well, put it like this, they finna go. The second thing I did, I ran upstairs to look in my closet to make sure my uniform was still squared away. I've been out 10 plus years, but I still got it. Now my family, they gonna have to evacuate because they can't fight. But me, I stay ready. All Big Trump gotta do is say the word. Now don't get it twisted. I ain't saying that I agree and believe in everything that Trump say, but I am saying you not finna be threatening the state that I live in, because if you doing that, that means you threaten my wife and kids, and I don't take that lightly. So if you live in Florida, you might want to go and evacuate, because Iran said I ain't playing, baby. I love y'all. Have a blessed day.
Now, if you're in Florida, July 1st, right around the corner, and all these new laws finna go into effect. So I'm about to run this back, and I'm about to read more laws that go into effect July 1st. Remember, there's 70, I'm gonna say 70 plus of them. They say Ron DeSantis signed 70 plus of them. If you want the link, DM me, because I can't keep up with all y'all comments. But yeah, let's get into it. Law number 1, the medical debt. This bill modifies billing and collection practices for hospitals and ambulatory surgical centers by expanding the definition of extraordinary collection actions to include actions related to obtaining payment of any care bill, allowing the sale patient debt without a 30-day notice if certain conditions are met, such as the debt not being subjected to interest or fees and the debt buyer not taking any additional collection actions. Okay, so pretty much what the medical debt is now they can sell your debt off to a collections without giving you a 30-day notice, as long as they don't add any interest or any additional fees, and if the collection agency agree not to aggressively pursue the collection, I guess, they can sell your debt without giving you a 30-day notice. Next, we got dangerous speeding, and this bill established a criminal offense for dangerous excessive speeding when a driver exceeds the speed limit by 50 miles per hour or more, or operates a vehicle at 100 miles per hour or more in a manner that endangers others or property. So with this offense, pretty much they just cracking down on you speeding. Y'all heard the miles. I think the first offense will be a $500 fine and 30 days in jail. I believe they said the next offense is 90 days in jail, and I'm not sure about the second fine. I believe they said $800. Y'all can check me on the fine, but that's the second one, dangerous speeding. I already told most of y'all teens this, but the third law is now, as of July 1st, y'all got to go through the whole driver's ed test before you get your license from ages 15 through 17. Now, back when I was getting my license, you ain't have to do that, but y'all got to, and that's good, because y'all can't drive.
Man, when I tell you, I know everybody in Florida walk around this bitch mad as fuck right now. So motherfucking hot out this damn door, boy. Swear to God. Lace fucking lifted. Bitch, I'm ready to get naked out the door.
Okay, we finna do 10 more laws that they gonna pass on July 1st. This will probably be the last 10 I'm doing, because I'm not finna go over all 78 laws, but let's go. First law that they gonna pass in Florida on July 1st, which I think is a W law: no more fluoride in the tap water. That's amazing. I've been told y'all that fluoride closing y'all third eye. Law 2, petition penalty increase. Citizens will now face big fines for small mistakes while collecting signatures. Law 3, immigration status questions at the hospital. So they can now ask you at the hospital on July 1st if you are documented in Florida. Law 4, on July 1st, if you get caught texting and pulled over for it, that now equals a suspended license, no longer a ticket. Law 5, drag shows are now banned for all kids. Even if the drag shows are family friendly, they will still be banned for kids on July 1st. Law 6, new rules make it harder to sue the government. It will be more expensive. How they describing it, probably damn near impossible to sue the government come July 1st. Don't take your state to court. Law 7, easier for bosses to fire their workers. They will roll back on a workplace protection program thing. So yeah, if you get fired after July 1st, I'm not sure what they mean by roll back, but they may not even need a reason to fire you no more. You might just irritate them and get up out of there. I don't know. Tread carefully. Law 8, looser gun laws in public. Some places in Florida may allow people to carry weapons without the amount of training they used to have you carry them with before. Law 9, voter ID tighten again. They will crack down on voting, making it harder for people to vote. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do that, but yeah, be prepared for that. Honestly, to add more on that last law, I think they're doing that because Trump still has not let go that he's lost to Biden in 2020. But I don't know. That's my opinion. Let's go to the last law now that I'm going to say for now. 10, banning local rent control. Cities can no longer cap rent. Those are the 10 laws I'm going to give y'all. So far I gave y'all 19 laws. I'm not going to go through the whole 78 with y'all. It says it's 78. Y'all look the rest of these up, because this is probably the last one I'm doing. I love y'all. Everybody be safe.
Florida ain't playing. Over 70 new laws go into effect on July 1st. But let me break down 5 of the wildest ones that you need to know. Stay tuned for the last one. It might piss you off. Number 1, fleeing law enforcement. If you think you finna dip on police, they just upgraded the penalties. So ain't nothing wrong with getting a V6, you know what I'm saying? Slow down and be smart. And with that being said, number 2, House Bill 351, dangerous excessive speeding. Speeding over 50 miles above the limit or going over 100 miles an hour. That's a criminal misdemeanor now. So yeah, you can get jail time for trying to live fast. So 1 and 2 already, like, don't stack those. It's gonna be bad for you, fam. Number 3, teen driver rules changed. If you're 15 to 17, you gotta take the full driver ed course and that traffic law course just to get your permit. So parents, don't wait till the last minute because y'all know how the DMV get. Y'all gonna be in there for 4 hours straight. Number 4, Troopers Law. It takes place October 1st, but listen up. Y'all know we get these hurricanes, so a lot of the times, a lot of us gotta evacuate. But if you abandon your pets during a disaster, that's a felony now. You ain't just a bad person, yeah, going to court too. Number 5, and this one finna spark debate. Florida just banned fluoride in the public water. We the second state to do it behind Utah. Now some say this is a health risk, but others is telling me it's a conspiracy. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Out of all these new laws that we got here in Florida, which one would you change? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'm reading all of them. We might can change one ourselves, fam.
What's up, y'all? This is Steve with Father Time Series. And did y'all know that 78 new laws have passed? And by July 1st, they come into an effect. So let's go over some of them for our fathers and see how this affects you. Let me know if it does or it doesn't. Number 1 is parental abduction civil lawsuit. So what this means is if the other parent takes your kid without knowledge for more than 30 days, you can sue for emotional distress and even get paid for time that's missed. They can also pay for your legal fees. Number 2 is safer school walking routes. So if you see an unsafe walking route, you can go ahead and report that, and that's their duty now to go ahead and make sure that those walking routes are safer for kids, and they can even step in to provide transportation for your child. Number 3, unmarried fathers now get equal rights. Once they sign the birth certificate right away, they now get equal rights. So they get access to health records, school info, and can make decision making for the child right away. That's a big one, guys. Number 4, updating child support rules. Now the rules are more balanced for real life situations. So depending on how much time you spend with your kids and activities and stuff that you're spending, whether it be daycare or school activities, can lower your child support amount because now all that becomes into effect. Of course, as long as you have proof that you're doing these things, it should balance out in regards to child support. And my favorite one is number 5, social media consent laws. Now, if you're 14, they're getting their ass kicked out. Kick them little kids off social media. It's a dark place if you don't have the mental capacity for it. So little kids who could be subjected to things, especially at a young age of 13 or 14 or younger, are going to be kicked off the app, especially apps like TikTok and things of that nature. And they won't be able to even utilize it or sign in while they're in school either on their Wi-Fi. So super excited about that. If anything affected you guys or anything of that nature, please let me know. You already know, dad supporting dads, dudes supporting dudes. I'm here for y'all. This is Steve with Father Time Series. Have a blessed day. Be safe.
July 4th, 2025, the U.S. government is preparing for something to happen. Oh yeah, now you see, I've heard so many people talk about this, and I know how the internet gets to talking, so I always do my research. And you know, I don't bring any cap in my rap. Straight facts. Let's get into it, family. For educational entertainment purposes only. Now here's my source, family, the biodefensecommission.org, a legit site that is tied to the United States government. It says the national blueprint for biodefense, immediate action needed to defend against biological threats. Now look at this scenario that they have mapped out already. Now, according to the article up here, it says, I called the first hearing of the joint inquiry to order 9 weeks ago. Some nation or terrorist group, we still do not know who, attacked the nation's capital and other U.S. cities with biological weapons as we celebrated Independence Day, said the infectious agent they used unalived at least 280,000 Americans and infected at least 400,000 throughout the country in a single day. A lot of people gone in one day. And they say that in addition to the 200,000 unalived, 800,000 sickened animals. And they said these numbers will increase as the disease spreads. Many of our own colleagues and staff here in Congress fell ill and also died. Coordinated attacks in allied nations in the days that followed killed tens of thousands more. Family, what type of scenario is this? They always have to tell us before it happens, for educational and entertainment purposes only. Leave what you think in the comments below. Peace and one love.
Look, Florida passed 4 new laws that can actually help your money. If you live here, this is what you need to know. Oh, and one more thing. Keep in mind that these are simplified. I'm not reading the whole paragraph, but if you want to read the whole paragraph and all 70 laws that drop in Florida July 1st, DM me asking for the link. I cannot see all y'all comments. 1. Condo fee relief. Condo owners, especially seniors, won't have to pay huge monthly fees at once. They can delay or spread out payments for building repairs or safety upgrades. 2. Easier access to insurance. People can get insurance coverage a lot faster, especially harder to get types. Plus, agents will no longer need to prove that they tried every single option first. 3. Stronger public employee pension. More money is going into the retirement of teachers, police, and other public workers. 4. Help buying and fixing your home. First-time home buyers can get money to buy a home. Plus, homeowners can get grants to make safer and lower home insurance costs.
Hey Florida families, big news. A brand new law, State Bill 112, goes into effect July 1st, and it's going to change the game for kids with autism and developmental delays across the state. Let me break it down for you. First, we'll have extended early intervention. Kids will now be able to stay in early steps until the start of kindergarten, up to age 4, instead of aging out at 3. That means more time for speech, occupational therapy, and developmental support. Second, there will be expanded autism screenings. The state will increase access to autism screenings and referrals at any age through different grant programs. That means more families getting answers and support sooner. Third will be summer support programs. The University of Florida Center for Autism will now oversee grants for summer programs offering therapy, life skills, recreation, and parent workshops. And yes, they're going to meet high standards for staffing and services. The University of Florida will also be a statewide hub for autism research, training, and oversight. That means they'll manage programs and track progress with reporting starting August 1st, 2026. There'll be free autism training for educators and child care workers. They'll have access to this free autism training through microchip credentials, and all teachers must now complete autism-related training when renewing their certification. There will be oversight and funding from the Education Commissioner, and they will review training quality and report back to the legislature. The law also funds 6 new staff positions and sets aside over $700,000 a year to bring all this to life. This goes into effect July 1st, but programs will roll out over time, so stay tuned. Why does this matter? The law helps identify kids earlier, give families more support, and trains educators to better serve autistic students. It's a huge step forward for inclusion, development, and access. Spread the word, because this is the kind of change that we have been waiting for.
Good morning, everyone. So we are back this morning with the new 2025 rental laws. Reference credit will go to flhouse.gov and also wcjb.com. So if you're interested in what I'm about to say, that's where you need to go to read up more on it. Email and electronic notices now valid. July 1st, 2025, landlords and tenants in Florida can send legal notices like lease violations and warnings or eviction notices via email if both parties agree and add it to the rental agreement. The agreement must include an addendum specifying the email address, revocation rights, and requirement to keep evidence of delivery. Hold on. Lease renewal and rent increases notifications. Landlords must now provide 30 to 60 days written notice before a lease renewal, rent increase, or non-renewal, depending on terms within the lease. If a tenancy switches to month, automatically landlords need to give 30 days notice before termination. Rent freeze on affordable housing units. This is temporary, but it is starting July 1st, 2025. Landlords of affordable housing units cannot raise rent mid-lease on agreements of 13 months or less. Renewals are excluded. Rent can still increase at lease expiry. Okay. And then it says July 1st, 2025 bans landlords from requiring prospective tenants to earn 3 times the monthly rent. Ban on 3 times rent income requirement beginning July 1st, 2025. Landlords cannot mandate that applicants earn 3 times the monthly rent as a qualification for renting. This rule change addresses affordability concerns and prevents landlords from using income thresholds that exclude otherwise eligible renters, other than the 3-time tenant protections. Hold on. Okay, so under Florida statute 83.67, if a landlord illegally locks out a tenant, shuts off utilities, or otherwise self-evicts, the tenant may be entitled to triple the monthly rent. I'm gonna wrap up this one, but it's a 3-day notice to pay or quit. So landlords must provide a 3-day written notice to tenants who haven't paid rent, giving them time to pay or vacate before eviction proceedings. I'm gonna dig deeper with the landlord tenant situation as I am a homeowner, and this is really good information. So again guys, these are the new laws going into effect July 1st, 2025, and we will be back later with some more laws.
Grand Rising, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well today. I just read and heard and seen that Iran has said they're going to attack Florida first. Y'all, this is serious. Trump started this mess. Y'all keep that in mind. And I know we all trust and believe in the Lord. I'm not saying don't do that. But like I said before in my previous video, prepare yourself and your family. If you're from Florida, drop down in the comments and let us know you're from Florida, so that way we can start praying for y'all. Please, y'all, don't take this lightly. Don't stick around and wait and see what's going to happen. If you can, you have the ability to, and you have family in other places, make contact with them and see if it's okay for y'all to come stay there for a little while. We don't know when these people going to do something, but they said Florida. We can't play around with these folks, y'all. They are upset at Trump, and they don't care how many casualties they have. They will do it. So if you in Florida, please, family, y'all get out of there as quick as possible, because we don't know what's going to happen. But again, if y'all there, drop down in the comments and let us know that you're in Florida so we can pray for y'all. And also, y'all, I have a few videos that's up. I need y'all to go back, watch them for at least a minute. Go to the bathroom and come back. Let my video play, especially the one that's at 65K. I need more people to watch that video and share it. Leave a comment if you didn't. I'm working hard this month, y'all. I'm trying to make it, but I need y'all help. So if y'all can, just watch my video for at least a full minute so I can get credit for it. I'm working hard, y'all. I send God's love, peace, and hope, and I'm praying for everybody, all of us, but especially Florida right now. Lord, help us, Lord. We need your help. Drop down in the comments, y'all. Let us know where y'all from. All right.
Senate Bill 918 out of Florida. This one actually seeks to remove language from the current law. These are the restrictions that would be removed. Minors 16 and 17 years of age may not be employed, permitted, or suffered to work before 6:30 a.m. or after 11 p.m. when school is scheduled the following day. For more than 8 hours in any one day when school is scheduled the following day. For more than 30 hours in any 1 week when school is in session. On any school day, minors 16 and 17 years of age who are not enrolled in a career education program may not be gainfully employed during school hours. Removed. Minors 16 and 17 years of age who are employed, permitted, or suffered to work for 8 hours or more in any one day as authorized by this section may not be employed, permitted, or suffered to work for more than 4 hours continuously without an interval of at least 30 minutes for a meal period. Furthermore, they've exempted 14 and 15-year-olds from the restrictions of child labor laws if they are homeschooled, which means effectively that a 14-year-old who is homeschooled can now work overnight. And DeSantis says that they want to do this to fill some of the jobs that are being vacated by undocumented immigrants. So I'm not here to tell you what anybody's pure intention is, but it looks to me like this whole thing is just a grab at slave labor. Slave labor for children, slave labor for immigrants, slave labor for prisoners. And when anyone can be deported and anyone can be arrested for anything, then we're really just looking at one big nationwide work camp. Is it great again yet?
Florida. Governor DeSantis, I want to ask you, who authorized you from the legislature for the state of Florida to commit to a project, the Alligator Alcatraz, that is going to obligate the state to operating cost of $450 million a year? What bill was passed to authorize you to do this? Governor DeSantis, there was no authorization for the legislature to do this. You waited till they were out of session, and now you have gone and you're obligating the state where you and your cabinet have declared this emergency because they're immigrants? Governor DeSantis, come on, is that the best you can do? I mean, I know you like attention, and I know you didn't even come close to becoming president, but really, this is the best you can do with Florida and Florida's money in the last year that you're still in office? Really? I mean, he needs to be called out on this. $450 million that he's obligating the taxpayers to fund this for detention centers for immigrants. Really? It's not Florida's obligation. It's not Florida's responsibility, but you've obligated us to do this. And by the way, I'd like to see all these inside contracts that you've let and who's gotten contracts and what they're making for what they're making. That all needs to be public, and we all need to see who's getting what, because always with you, there are all these hidden deals and all these people get lots of money. You know how that works. I know how that works. Need a lot of sunshine in Governor DeSantis. Need to have DOJ go through the DeSantis office and find all the money that went to places it shouldn't go. But Florida voters, did you authorize this? Florida legislature, did you authorize this? Who authorized Governor DeSantis to commit $450 million a year to this facility in Florida that we shouldn't be building anyway? Love you for my Floridians, my Democrats, my MAGAs, my crazies, my cuckoos, and my burned out light bulbs. And anybody else around the country want to pipe in? What do you think? Nobody authorized him to do it. Nobody.
I saw the same thing on TikTok. Somebody had seen it in a different state, and they were trying to say they were angels. But I've never seen anything like this.
Guys, it looks like there are going to be a lot of changes regarding inmates and the prison system in Florida, expected to take effect July 1st. So let's get into it. And our credit reference is Florida House Gov. Yes, Florida House Gov. All right, yo, those lights was driving me nuts. Anyway, so taking effect July 1st, House Bill 183, criminal rehabilitation. Reduced minimum sentence requirement. The minimum percentage of a sentence that must be served before an inmate is eligible for release is reduced from 85% to 72%. Still under House Bill 183, introduction of rehabilitation credits. In addition to good behavior and outstanding deed gain time, inmates can now earn rehabilitation credits for participating in various programs like educational courses, vocational training, and drug and mental health treatment. There are a few more things under this House bill. We're going to go on to House Bill 903, corrections. So for House Bill 903, strengthened sentencing laws. The bill strengthens sentencing laws, including potentially allowing consecutive sentences for felony offenses. Limited inmate lawsuits. It aims to prevent frivolous inmate lawsuits by requiring exhaustion of administration remedies and a showing of physical injury for a certain confinement related claims. I'm going to need my dad to go more into that one. Hold on. House Bill 185, treatment of inmates, establishes clear rights for inmates. This bill aims to ensure fair and humane treatment of inmates by establishing clear rights and requiring them to be informed of those rights. Legal recourse for rights violations. It authorizes legal recourse for inmates whose rights have been violated. Medical release considerations ensures appropriate medical release considerations for permanently incapacitated inmates. Other potential changes of vocational credits for licenses. A new law was recently signed allowing vocational credits earned in prison to count towards professional licenses in trades like cosmetology and plumbing. This aims to facilitate re-entry and reduce recidivism. Yeah. That note, we're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, y'all stay out these people's way.
Starting July 2025, tenants will be able to fine their landlords $200 per day if a repair is delayed for more than 72 hours. Listen carefully, because this could change your perspective on renting. Starting July 2025, a new tenant protection law will come into effect, allowing renters to fine their landlords $200 per day if essential repairs are not addressed within 72 hours of being reported. This groundbreaking measure is designed to hold landlords more accountable and ensure that tenants live in safe and habitable conditions. Under the new regulation, repairs classified as urgent, such as issues with plumbing, electricity, heating, or structural damage, must be completed within 3 days. If not, tenants can begin issuing daily fines until the problem is resolved. The fines will be legally enforceable and can be deducted from rent or claimed through local housing authorities. Subscribe so you don't miss upcoming videos. Like, comment, share, and add this video to your favorites to stay informed.
To my parents, listen, parents of teenagers, listen y'all, pay attention to the new laws that's going into effect as of July 1st, you guys. Us with teenager kids that want to drive nowadays, y'all, they add another tab to the course. You got to take the ED class now with the course to get your driving license. So teenagers that's under 18, there's another tab that's been added to the course. It's not just as simple as it is no more. So it's because of safe driving. They say extra training is better because y'all teenagers be getting into a lot of accidents out here. So yes, parents, pay attention as you gearing up your kids to get their driving license. There's a new law as of July 1st. Stay tuned.
Florida teens, if you turning 15 this year, you need to hear this before July 1st. Don't say nobody warned you. Starting July 1st, Florida is changing the rules for teen driving permits. Before, you only had to take the traffic law and substance abuse course to get your permit. But now, you got to take the full driver education course. Plus that same drug and alcohol course. So if you're 15, 16, or even 17 and you was planning to wait, don't. You got a few more days to bypass all of this. Because after July 1st, it's going to take way longer and it might cost more too. Tag a Florida team that may need to hear this. And if you already got your learner's permit and things like that, drop the red card emoji down below. Help somebody out.
After the actions that the United States took yesterday in Iran, that of course now is garnering.
You guys, we've been threatened. Y'all better pay attention.
Are well aware of the fact that what happened internationally could affect folks here on the ground. So not just the New York Police Department, really police departments across the country really getting out ahead of this and trying to let folks know to be vigilant, to be aware. The New York Police Department putting out a tweet as well, if we can bring that up.
New York City, to everywhere. If it's churches or whatever, they finna try to.
That they are aware
Good.
of what is happening here and that they would like to do everything they
We
can.
are tracking the situation unfolding in Iran. Out of our abundance of cautious, we're deploying additional resources to religious cultures and deploy.
Sites across New York City and coordinating with our federal partners. We'll continue to monitor for any potential impact to New York City. So that is the focus.
Well, I guess New York City is the first target for Iran, y'all.
Trying to make sure as much as
Y'all live in New York?
as they can to prevent something from happening in and around the city. New York City, of course, has no shortage of places that could be an attack.
Hell no, I don't think I should go Uber driving.
Harm against the United States here. We all know New York City is a popular place.
That's what I'm scared.
See, they're going to take Turkey point. Huge police department here. They are trying to do everything they can to stay out in front of this right now.
My kids.
They're really trying to stay on top of anything suspicious. Again, if you see something, say something. That message.
If you see something, say something, man.
Certainly, new times here again in New York City, but.
Y'all stop being distracted. Pay attention to garbage cans, whatever the y'all see. This shit is a threat from Iran, y'all. So anything y'all see, y'all fucking call 911. I'm serious, yo. I'm not even fucking playing no more. Oh.
New York City's operating, also the smaller cities across the country. It is the summer now officially. We have parades, we have all kinds of things going on.
Oh, and 4th of July coming. Oh my God. I think that's when they're gonna hit. So they can think it's a firework.
Sleeper cell getting activated. So that's the concern right now, especially in a metropolitan city like New York here, Hannah.
Yeah, like you said, no shortage of soft targets in this country.
Yeah, so you guys heard that, and there are major cities here on high alert already here. Take a look here. Quote, authorities in New York and Washington are on high alert after U.S. airstrikes on 3 Iranian nuclear sites on Saturday night. Quote, we're tracking the situation unfolding in Iran, NYPD said in a post on X/Twitter. Out of an abundance of caution, we're deploying additional resources to religious, cultural, and diplomatic sites across NYC and coordinating with our federal partners. We'll continue to monitor for any potential impact. Shortly thereafter, the Metropolitan Police Department released a similar statement on the social media platform.
All right, you guys, y'all go check it out. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. It's really serious. My arm hurting for holding the phone, but y'all go do y'all research, man. This shit is serious, man.
Iran said they wanted to attack Florida. Really? I don't know who's running your military campaign, but you need to let that guy go. He's definitely just a 1-star. You got to get rid of him. His reviews are low. You got to let him go. Here's 3 reasons why you wouldn't want to attack Florida. Okay, number 1, there's more pew-pews here than people, and that is a fact. Let's just say that you got through the alligators, the pythons, the snakes, the humidity, the mosquitoes, the swamps, and the Seminole football fans. You'd still have to deal with our interstates. All right? And there's a lot of bomb missiles on those interstates. And we have some of the worst drivers in the world. So literally, you're not making it past any interstates if you did even try to come here, okay? Number 2, we have a lot of mental health issues here in Florida, okay? So, I mean, we have the famous Florida man That's a true guy. Like, he literally exists, all right? And we have homeless people. Literally, I hope your military brings lots of change and lots of ones, because I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna be broke a half a mile in any direction they come, because the homeless people are definitely gonna beg it out of them, all right? And I tell you what, you do not want to be the therapy for all the mental health issues we have here. Like, ooh, yeah, we're gonna fix those problems now. Number 3, we are the same people who throw hurricane parties for Cat 5 hurricanes. That's just insanity. And I will tell you this, I haven't seen people this excited here in Florida since Bobby Bowden and Steve Spurrier were coaching. I will tell you that for a fact, okay? So there's a lot of excitement down here. There's people who has waited their whole entire life for you to come, okay? That's just the rednecks, bro. You're not even, anyway. So, I mean, your military couldn't even make it past the villages without getting at least 2 STDs. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy if you try to come here. Our president probably wouldn't even send our military down here. He'd probably just send Disney security and our state troopers, and that would be our problem solved. So if I were you, I would probably go with like Rhode Island maybe, or like, I don't know, New Hampshire or something like that maybe. Or maybe go with Texas. I heard they're really friendly down there and they love to be invaded. Anyway, Florida's probably not the one you want. Just saying.
Attention all Florida residents. These 5 laws hit July 1st and y'all ain't ready. Let's go. Law number 1 is the Dexter Law for harsher animal abuse penalties. This law increases the penalty for serious animal cruelty, and it makes a registry list for animal abusers. Law number 2, home builder warranty requirements. This law states that every new home built by construction must have at least a 1-year warranty for any defects that may come with the home. Law number 3, STEM music education pilot. I think this law is amazing because I don't want to say amazing. I think it's tricky because I've been trying to tell y'all we can get controlled by frequencies, aka music. But what this program does is in certain school districts, they're going to launch a music program to help kids focus more in math and science. Law number 4, street racing crackdown. This law could lead to a $2,000 fine. And if you are a repeat offender, it can lead to a 3rd-degree felony charge. Now, let me be clear. It does state that for it to be considered a street race, I guess it said it had to be 10 or more cars. Not sure. You guys can look it up yourself, or if you want, I can send you the link. Law number 5. All businesses in Florida statewide will finally be officially banned from any COVID-19 mandates, meaning you won't have to wear any masks, you won't have to get any tests, and you don't have to get a vaccine anywhere in Florida. That's officially over with. These are the 5 laws, 5 more laws, because I done did so much for Florida already, that are dropping July 1st. Let me know what y'all think and tell me if y'all want more. I love y'all. Be safe. Peace.
Iran has issued a stark warning to the United States, threatening an invasion of Florida with the intent to make lines at Disney and Universal longer. Iran has issued a warning to the United States, indicating they will cause heavy rainfall and high temperatures in Florida this summer.